Hi, I'm John. I'm 34 years old. I've been riding for 1 year. I'm from Borden, Indiana, and I train online with the Moto Academy with AJ.
Hello, Albert here with a little breakdown. This is going to be Jett Lawrence and myself in the long rhythm at Minneapolis Supercross. The plan is I'm going to try to do these at each round, comparing the difference between a guy like Jett and somebody like myself. So right off the bat, for those of you that criticize, and I know I have to take that with a grain of salt, right? But most trainers either don't ride or aren't very high level riders. So your boy's out here competing at the highest level, or at least attempting to, and doing a pretty decent job of it. So not too bad. I actually look halfway decent, I think, in these clips. Minor differences between myself and Jett, but what it does is it adds up to 2.5 seconds, 3 seconds a lap, which is the difference between a guy that's dominating or on the podium and a guy that's in 14th place in the LCQ, right? At our level, it's minor differences. The good news for you guys watching is that you can gain 100 feet per section. You can gain a second per section. So it's easy for you guys, or a lot of you guys, to put together and to gain 10 seconds, 20 seconds per lap, which is cutting significant time off of your riding. And you can learn from these videos little things, although this is very specific and it's Supercross. You can take the things you learn here and apply them to any type of riding. If you guys want to train with me, you can go to themotoacademy.com. Look for a location near you on the tour site. See if you see any locations within a couple hours of you. Highly recommend checking out the Moto Academy tour. Super fun. We can learn a ton in a 6 or 7 hour day of training. If you don't live near a location, go to themotoacademy.com, click the club. You can train with me online. You can train with Jett Lawrence online as well inside of the Moto Academy, and send in your riding footage to be analyzed. There's 100 hours plus of tutorial videos that live within the app. You can download it on the Google Play Store and the Apple Store. Shout out to all of the Moto Academy members that are in there already. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so without further ado, let's play this. This is the long rhythm. Like I said, at Minneapolis, my rhythm, I would go 2, 3, 2, 3, which is pretty unorthodox, but that was because of the height of them. So if you watch my upper body here, I do a good job of centering my head. And what that does is having that upper body stabilization gives me the alignment I need so I don't fade inside or outside of the line I chose. I sit down because this goes from a small to a big, so I have to make sure I get that pop. I get up over that big one, push through this double. This is on a fast lap, so I'm trying to keep the bike as low as I can. Not doing the greatest job of it, especially right here. I go to the moon. And the problem with the rhythm I was on is I was taking off of a big one, which you usually want to avoid because you just go so high in the air. Overall, that wasn't bad. You see me go to the inside after the turn. I'm then gonna go roll double. This should be the same thing at speed. And what you see there is I scrubbed the landing. The reason I do that is I knew I was gonna come up a little bit short. So let's see, double, I sit into the pocket to seat bounce right in the center of the seat, try to get as much height as possible. Right there, you see me go, okay, I'm gonna come up a foot short here, so I try to whip the bike to the side, get the back tire past. I do a good job of pushing through that triple, hang up the rear tire a little bit. That's probably gonna cost me, 1/10 of a second, a little bit of time. So Jett was going triple in. A lot of that has to do with just straight up, Jett has better corner speed than me. So he's able to come out of that corner faster and get the triple in. I should have done this. It was landing on a pretty big one, which was scary. He was going 3, 3, 3. Look at how fast he pushes through that rhythm. Then he goes outside double. And Jett has amazing upper body stabilization, so his head doesn't move at all. So triple in, his left foot was kind of pointed out a little bit, but pretty good. He pushes through that triple, unbelievable. And what you notice with Jett is this is a really rutted rhythm section, but he doesn't care. He pushes through with so much forward momentum that it doesn't affect you, where when you watch me go through, I take a little bit extra time to get set up. So my only criticism here would be that left foot. His toes pointed out a little bit. He should get that left foot readjusted sooner than he does. It takes him a little bit to fix that. Here we go, second 3, he's going a little long, probably landing in deep ruts, doesn't care. Pushes right through it, soaks that up. His left foot, his toes still pointed out on that left side a little bit. And when you watch him hit this turn here, he makes an error with his foot But look at his head and his upper body. His upper body is so stable. Oh, and here we go. So this is side by side, little comparison, me going 2:32, Jett going 3:33. See what the time difference is here. Yeah, Jett having, a half second on me. So doesn't sound like that much time. It visually doesn't even look like that much time when you watch us go side by side. But Jett's gonna gain a little bit of time here going 3 in compared to my double. When he 3s again, he stays really low where I pop super, super high into the air. You can see me kind of turning my handlebars here to get set up for the rut, where Jett's more just like, okay, we're just gonna push through this whether I'm cross-rutted or not, right? What you'll notice for both of us, we do a good job of keeping our heads really far forward, which is scary to do in any jump situation, especially in Supercross. But when you're hitting jumps, you have to keep that head forward. And where it really gets me is being able to go triple out into the turn where I'm going to roll inside. I'm probably losing the majority of my time on the 3 in and then on that 3 out. So there you have it, guys. Watch this video a couple times through. I think there's little things that you'll be able to pick up on and see. Like I said, the difference at the highest level is very, very small. So that was a half second that he gained in one rhythm. Doesn't sound like much, doesn't look like much, but when you have a 50-second lap time and Jett's faster than me by 2.5 seconds or 3 seconds, whatever it is, and then you put 25 other guys on the track, that's a big difference. You end up getting pretty buried in the pack, and those guys at the highest level, they're operating at the highest level, at that speed all of the time. And what that requires is consistency and practice and just eat, sleep, and breathe it, where I've had years and years of not really riding that often because I'm building my business and all of this, which I'm sure you guys can relate to, right? You ride on the weekends or race on the weekends, and then you maybe ride once during the week, or if at all. It's hard to go out there and not get arm pumped, to not be holding your breath and being extra nervous. And you can never operate at your highest level when you're doing that. But you can operate at a pretty high level without riding that frequently. I just simply try to focus on doing things the right way, simplifying a little bit when I can. I don't move around that much on the bike, so it doesn't tire me out any more than I should. And my technique allows me to not crash that often. So I'm able to at least slowly build, where you see a lot of guys, especially at the local tracks, that in the C class, they can go really fast for a couple laps, but they always end up on the ground. You don't want to be that guy. Build the technique, build that foundation, and that will carry you forever into your riding career or racing career, and you can build those blocks, even with a small amount of time on the bike. Let me know what you want to see next weekend. From video, we have a Dallas race this weekend, 2 sets of whoops. It looks like an interesting track layout. So we'll try to pick a unique section to get you guys some info. And again, I know this is Supercross specific, but there are little tips that you can take from this video and things you can learn just by watching this that you can apply to any type of riding, whether it's outdoors, Supercross, riding in the woods, riding in the desert. All of it applies to any type of two-wheel riding. So, all right guys, check out themotoacademy.com. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and see you guys next video. Toodaloo.